All of us are aware of the explosive growth and of sensors and devices that communicate, or Internet of Things. These IoTs now cover virtually every aspect of human interest and existence. They are within our body, on our body, observing our activities around us, monitoring and reporting on appliances, houses and buildings, our cars and environment, and many facets of our cities, planets, ocean and space. They are also starting to play a role in our health, fitness and well-being, our comfort and entertainment, our financial activities and many facets of our life. The pace of developing new types of sensors and devices is quite rapid already. Data that IoTs create is accessible through internet, so accessing or delivering this data is not a very big challenge. However, since 2008, we lost all the ability to store all the data that we generate. So one challenge we face is how do we analyze all this data in a timely manner to determine if data is of interest or value to someone or somebody or something. According to one estimate, only 0.5% of all data generated today gets analyzed. So, and this figure is likely to go down or sure to go down. There are some near-term interoperability and middleware challenges to achieve interoperability at device, networking and data exchange levels. Given our past experiences with such challenges, I think that this challenge is quite possible to address in near term. For example, Samsung and Google have collaboration on low power wireless network called Thread, which uses Bluetooth Smart to connect one device to another. Another initiative is called Open Interconnect Consortium that includes Samsung, Dell, Intel, and they are working on technology to connect one device to any device to any other, regardless of operating system, connection provider or form factor. However, the challenge to interoperate and integrate data and information that IoT generate is more important and more demanding. To that end, one effort called Semantic Gateway as Services allows translation of a variety of IoT messaging protocols that are in current use, that include XMPP, CoAP and MQTT. Another important interoperability and interoperability capability is provided by World Wide Web Consortium or W3C's Semantic Sensor Network or SSN. It has defined an ontology and annotation framework which is useful to describe any sensor or device and its data in a standard form and makes that data more meaningful. In a sense, this provides semantic operability between messages that carry IoT data. More recently, World Wide Web Consortium and Open Geospatial Consortium have come together to define a new international standard that will take semantic sensor networking as its key input. Even a bigger challenge will be for those who are recipients of all this data, both humans and the machines, including software agents. How would all this data find its way to those who can consume and benefit from it and do so in a timely manner? How can we prevent massive data and information overload? Today, as you know, everybody is looking for everything to be smart. We have all heard of smartwatch, smart home, smart building, smart grid, smart car, smart city and smart nation. IoT technology will play a very crucial role in just about all of these. But as Tim O'Reilly notes, IoT is more about human augmentation. In 2008, I had defined a term computing for human experience, which also implies just about the same thing. And in addition to all the IoT data, we also have to exploit and deal with relevant data on the web or what we might call cyber data, such as Wikipedia or collective intelligence and all the knowledge bases including knowledge graph, and all the social interactions such as those supported by social networks. So collectively what we have is physical or IoT data, cyber and social data, and all of these play a role in helping human gain better insights and actionable intelligence. Humans are ill-equipped to deal with massive amounts of data coming their way. What we need is highly contextualized and personalized information that is actionable. I call this smart data, a term that I initially used in 2004. It is about how do you handle all the volume, variety, velocity and veracity challenges of physical, cyber and social big data to derive value from them. By marrying smart data with IoT, we'll get smart IoT. Such smart IoT will take the role of a human agent or become human extension and human complement. Consider our ability, our human brain's ability to simultaneously and real time process data of various modality. We can simultaneously process speech, text, images, video, and use our knowledge, experiences and preferences to achieve what we call human cognition and human perception. As our ability to create smart data advances, we'll similarly see more ability on the part of machines to intelligently filter just that data which is needed to meet its human master's needs or our needs. Estimate all forms of contextually relevant data, personalize it, factoring factoring users' need and preferences, and present the results at the level of abstraction that is ready for human to act upon. Initially, we'll see more intelligence in the computing environment that will process all this data, but eventually we'll see IoTs themselves becoming more intelligent and smart. And that will complement some of the exciting advances going on today in robotics. So here is my takeaway. IoT and AI, especially semantic, cognitive and perceptual computing, will come together to create smart IoT that will act as a human agent, human extension or human complement. Thank you.